Alright, so today's another day in the garage, and I got the exhaust on the floor ready to go. However, to take the exhaust off of this beautiful car, the first thing I need to get is a blade for my Sawzall, because I kind of have to cut off a section of the mid pipe on this stock exhaust to get it off. Basically, the weld is in a bad spot. It's one continuous tube that goes over the subframe, and you can't pull it out unless you cut it in half. So yeah, I need a metal cutting blade, and I have a Sawzall, so let's go ahead and go rip to the hardware store, come back, chop this thing off. So I'm driving to the hardware store right now, but I just kind of wanted to document the sound levels of the exhaust right now. So I'm gonna do the catback first. I don't have my downpipe, but I want to do another comparison once I get my catless downpipe. Basically stock to catless downpipe and catback, so turbo back. So yeah, here's what it sounds like right now. All right, blades are acquired, so time to go tear up some exhaust pipes. All right, so I'm back. Got the Sawzall blades, got the Sawzall, got the exhaust hanger removal tool, which I think this is gonna be very important, and some PB blaster, because I have a feeling we're gonna be dealing with some rust down there. And I'm only gonna do the cat back right now, so I have the exhaust sound clip of the stock, so we'll play that. Once I get this changed, I'll play that for you, and then we can kind of compare and contrast that to the cat back on startup and everything. And then later, I'll do the catless downpipe and do another comparison. So yeah, let's get this thing jacked up and get to work. All right, it's time to get under there and start chopping. I'm replacing the exhaust. Yeah. Yep, 3-inch, and then the tips are 4.5. Should be nice. You too. All right, guys, so first thing I did here, I sprayed this exhaust hanger with some PB blaster. Came over here, sprayed this one, and then there's one back here, which I also sprayed. And while that's kind of soaking in, I'm going to, so here's the tips, right? Muffler comes up and over, up into here. And basically I'm gonna cut it before we go to this next section. This is all one piece. So the aftermarket one, this is gonna be like a flange or a gasket right here. So I'm gonna cut somewhere right about here on this exhaust, because otherwise I'd have to take apart this whole subframe. So I'm gonna cut right about here, and then kind of try to get all the stuff out of the hangers and take this thing out of here. So let's get to cutting. Okay, well that was not clean at all, but I got a bunch of rust in my ears, so it's cut, so no going back now. Ugh. Now time to try out this new tool and see how well this thing works. I don't know that it really matters which side I start on here, so let's start over here. All right. Almost through. Okay, that one's out. Nice. All right, so we got the muffler off. Now, time to keep going. Gonna follow our way to where we made the cut, right? Keep sliding. So there's that other hanger that I tried to spray right here. That tool might be hard to get in here, so I might have to like actually just pry bar that out. Then we're gonna take this brace off with, I think this is a T40. Take the brace off, keep sliding back. And then there's basically another gasketed flange up there where we're gonna bolt up to our downpipe right there. So yeah, it's all one piece from here out. Should be able to get it done. I think the hard part for me is honestly just gonna be getting the new exhaust on there, especially without scratching it up, and getting it in the hangers like problem free. I think that's gonna be the hard part, but it's doable. So let's get to work. Let's see if we can get this in here. This will be nice, but pretty tight. Oh, it does fit. God, this tool, yes. That thing's a lifesaver. Oh, I got sweat in the eye. God damn it. Also, maybe I should have waited to do that because I kind of got to get the right torque size on here. T40. Oh, fuck. All right. We need a wrench. This isn't powerful enough. Okay, well, I can't really get that brace off until I get some help with a tool because, I thought they weren't gonna be torqued down there quite so tight, but it appears that I'm wrong. So at this moment, we're going to move on to the second muffler resonator guy and try to decouple it from the downpipe, and I guess go from there because I'm pretty committed at this point. So we're just gonna have to roll with the punches, I guess. I could always just cut it up again, but either way, I kind of have to get the brace off to put the new exhaust on anyway, so moving on. So I'm definitely gonna spray these bolts with some PB Blaster because there's a little bit of rust falling off there. Yeah, anyway, let's get these things soaking while I try to find a neighbor with the tool I need. All right, guys, so my neighbor got me their DeWalt U impact. So I didn't have an impact that could do the hex bits. So this one's just like a mini impact driver, and that works for this joint. But I'm going to, since if you take that off, you don't have any leverage on these bolts. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to put a ratchet on these with an extension and give them a crank and see if I can get them to come off. I don't know what happened to my safety glasses. That would be pretty nice. That's a staple, ow. Thank you. So I had to bust out the breaker bar to get through all the rust on this bad boy. So yeah, when you get to this part, I highly recommend getting something with some power behind it because wow, these are tough. These are real tough. But saga continues. That one's loose. If I take off the extension and get some angle, that might work. It's gonna be kind of weird. What the fuck? There's no way this works. Oh, I'm gonna kill myself. All right. Okay, we don't want to strip it. There we go, boys. Come on. Can't wait to put the new downpipe in. This thing is destroyed. All right, well, time to take the brace off and get smacked in the forehead by this exhaust pipe. Now it's time to start mounting up the new exhaust. I think I'm gonna start up here, work my way towards the muffler. I think I'm gonna do this midsection first because then I can line up both the back and the front from this. Probably should have lubed this up a little bit. I think that's fine. Let's just start lining up sections here. Update 6000. All right, so basically I'm just soft mating up this this first gasket. So this is the smaller gasket because I still have the stock downpipe. So make sure you use the correct gasket for each section. Basically, we're coming from here and we're gonna mate up down here and keep going. But I'm gonna get all the bolts and gaskets in place, kind of soft mounted, and just kind of continue my way down the rest of the way. So we got that in place. I got this side tightened pretty good since I have this lined up now. So I'm not gonna tighten this down yet until I get kind of the rest of it also set in place, just in case I gotta finagle the angles of things. But got the gaskets in there. Don't forget to put the gaskets in here. So cool thing is, since they give you an extra gasket, this one is for the smaller downpipe. So when I get my other downpipe in, I'll be able to replace this gasket with the size it's actually supposed to be. And yeah, so this is like a reducer basically. There's it goes to a smaller diameter pretty much, and it looks like this is a little bit off center, but it should be fine. The hole is still in the center, but I could loosen it up and push it over a little bit. Anyway, I might fix that real quick. All right, so I got it in. We'll let you in on a little secret here. If you take this plastic piece off right here, then this gives you a lot more room to wiggle in this pipe underneath the subframe here. So now we're just loosely bolting this up, and I'm gonna loosely mount up the muffler and just get it all kind of ready. Now I'm just gonna line up the tips now that I got everything tight, which I'm gonna do with the hanger. That's just about dead even right there. Heck yeah, boys. So, got the exhaust on. So now before I take the car off the jacks and bring all the tools out, everything's bolted up. It should be nice and tight, but I just want to make sure there's no exhaust leaks. So I'm going to start it up, and we can go ahead and listen to the new startup sound.